Now, today we are going to have the session on criteria number 5 and criterion number 6 of revised NAAC assessment process. On behalf of Technia Institute of Advanced Studies and my college Pramukh Swami Science and HD Patel Arts College, I warmly welcome you all here for the faculty development program organized by Technia Institute of Advanced Studies. I would like to thank Rasmi Madam for giving me the opportunities to have the interaction with you all people, you all academicians on NAAC revised methodology. So by nature, criterion 5 and criterion 6 are totally different. Different in the sense, in criterion 5, we have total 12 matrices. Out of these 12 metrics, we are having 2 qualitative metrics, while 10 quantitative metrics. So the whole command will be dependent on how documentation you are preparing and how DVV agency is assessing you. While in criterion 6, we are having total 17 metrics, out of which 9 metrics are qualitative. So that will depend on the peer team visit. That will depend the skill of our writing and skill of our presentation in front of a peer team. So both the criterion 5 and 6 have different value, different meaning, different aspects. So we need to be more careful for documentation in criterion 5, while we need to have more presentable, we should have good writing skill and presentation skill in criterion number 6. So before jumping over to criterion number 5 and 6, let me have a quick recall of what is all the procedure of NAAC. So let me start with the first part, and that is NAAC accreditation process. The first thing is every higher education institute need to register on NAAC website. So just after registering our institute on the NAAC website, everything will be on our laptop, on our PC, everything will be in our command. हम लोगों ने जो Reliance की एक ad देखी होगी, when in I think 95 or 200, when Reliance came into communication industry with CDMA technology, mobile communication technology, and that was Virendra Sehwag, who was the main player who was giving the advertisement of Reliance Communication. And that message came from her mother that kar lo duniya mutti mein. Like that, when every education institute register itself on a NAAC website, the NAAC itself is our mutti mein. Then everything we can do from our website. We can do from our college institute portal. We are having our login ID, we are having our user ID password, and we can do everything from our NAAC portal. Everything means starting with IIQA submission to everything, SSR writing, SSR submission, DVV queries, students communication satisfaction survey, everything we can do from our NAAC portal. Even we can get our result on NAAC portal. Appeal we can file, we can make the payment from our portal, appeals result, and even after NAAC accreditation, our AQAR we can also submit from our portal. So everything will be in our hand. So we can say NAAC in our mutti, NAAC our mutti mein. So the first part is HEI registration on NAAC website. Then second, quickly completion of IIQA. We have to submit the IIQA to NAAC. After IIQA submission, we have to write our SSR and submit the SSR after acceptance of IIQA. As soon as we will submit our SSR, within a next minute, NAAC will send the messages and emails to our students for preparation of students satisfaction survey. And we need to complete 10% of our college strength satisfaction survey, and that will be true. After student satisfaction survey, the process for data validation and verification will start from our DVV agency. They will check each and every document from every criterion, and then they give us suggestions and queries. If we can through 30%, or any institute can cover 30% marks in DVV process, then they will proceed for on-site assessment, that is a peer team review visit to our college. And after reviewing the college, after EC meeting at NAAC office, institute will get its result, its grading. Even after grading, we have a procedure. If we are not satisfied with the result, we can go for appeal. The fees for appeal is a little bit higher. It's more than 1 lakh plus all the taxes. But you can appeal, and after appeal, you can get our new result, that is institution grading after appeal. So this is a basic procedure for NAAC submission from IIQA to you get your result. We are having 7 criteria. Out of 7 criteria, I think you have already gone through criterion 1, 2, 3, and 4. And today we are going to have the discussion on criterion number 5 and criterion number 6. Criterion number 5, that I have already mentioned that it contains total 12 metrics. Out of these 12 metrics, we are having 2 qualitative metrics, while 10 quantitative metrics. So data are very important. We need to keep all the data perfectly for DVV verification. Earlier, it was the procedure that DVV are giving their suggestions, queries only once. And every institute has to clarify all the queries, whatever suggested by DVV agency. Now the rule is changed. NAAC is now a little bit lenient, and they have given the second level of clarification by HEIs. So once you are submitting your all the queries or the clarifications, justification, then still if there is any misunderstanding between the institute and DVV agency, you have a second chance to submit your clarifications and justifications again to DVV agency. Now for criterion 5, students progress and support. In this, these 12 metrics are divided into 4 parts, that is students support, student progression, students participation in activity, and the 4th one is alumni engagement. So these are 4 key indicators, and all these 12 metrics are divided into these 4 key indicators. See, indicators are very easy. Just there, as per the name, we have to collect all the documents. The first part is student support. We can easily understand what is student support. Student support in the form of scholarship, student support in the form of fellowship, student support in the form of, we can say, capacity building, skill enhancement, student support in the form of redressal of their grievances. All these things are covered under this metrics, that is students support. The second part is student progression. Obviously, student progression is wherever student is there, where the next level he is going to achieve. If he is going for good placement, then it is his progression. If he is going for further study, then it is progression. Or if he is doing research or any other thing, then we can consider, or he is cracking any national level, state level, or international level exams, then that will be considered as a student progression. So placement, higher studies, and cracking several entrance exam or few national or international level exams. The third part is students' participation and activity. This is very important part. The whole base, the whole marks are depending on the which kind of activity you are conducting in your college with your students for the benefit of students. In Gujarat, we are having a very good practice of, we call it a Saptadhara. This Saptadhara means we call it as 7 bands. And we have divided these 7 dharas, these 7 bands into different activities. We call it, first band is like a knowledge band, or we call it a Gyan Dhara. In Gyan Dhara, we organize several activities like quiz, essays, debate, or seminars, or we can invite experts of various subjects and various streams. So these will consider under the Gyan Dhara, or we can call it a knowledge band for these students' participation in activities. The second band, we can call it a Sarjanatmak Abhivyakti. So we can call it a creative expression band. In this creative expression band, we are having poetry writing or poetry recitation or essay writing, or we can say extempore or elocution. All this kind of activity we can cover under Sarjanatmak Abhivyakti, or we can say creative expressions. The third band we have defined, or third dhara we can call it, is Rang Kala Kaushalya Dhara. That is called a band of fine arts. In this fine arts, we cover Mehndi or Rangoli, or we can say art, craft, all these paintings, all these activities will be covered under Rang, Kala and Kaushalya Dhara. We can say on this day, even our college is like a Tare Jami Par. Wherever you can see in all the lobbies or in a central area or in a garden, everywhere students are doing paintings, their mehndis, rangolis, their craft work and everything. The fourth band is Geet, Sangeet and Nritya Dhara, or we call it a music or dance band. Under music and dance band, we are having several kind of musics and various kind of dances, music of vocal, instrumental, then percussion, non-percussion, every kind of music and dances are under this band of music and dance band, that is Geet, Sangeet and Nritya Dhara. The next band is Natya Dhara, that is theater band. In theater band, we are having one act play or mono acting, mimicries, all these kind of several activities we can organize under this Natya Dhara. This is our fifth band. The sixth band is Yog, Vyayam and Khelkul Dhara, that is yoga and sports band. Under this activity, we can organize various kind of sports event and yogas and everything. So, and the last and the seventh band is Samudaik Seva Dhara, that is a community or a social services. So under all these 7 bands, we can have different coordinators and we enforce students to at least participation in one band while they are enrolling for their admission. So if student is engaged in this kind of 7 bands, automatically you are having various kind of activity, all kind of activity under students participation and activities. And finally is alumni engagement. Alumni are the very important part. There are many institutes which are running 100% by their alumni, and alumni are supporting like anything to the institute, like in the form of placements, in the form of training, and in the form of donation, in the form of CSR, in various kind of this form, alumni are supporting the institutes. So these are 4 indicators. By name of these indicators, we can easily understood what are the things under this. So student support, students progression, students participation and activity, and the 4th one is alumni engagement. We know that under this criterion, a university is having the weightage of 100 marks. For autonomous, it is a weightage of 100 marks. For UG college, which are only UG college, they are focusing more on students activity, and 140 marks weightage is given for UG college, and while for PG college, the weightage is 130 marks. Before filling up criterion number 5, we all need to keep all these documents ready with us. If all these documents are ready with us, it is very easy to fill up our criterion number 5 in our portal. See, as soon as your IIQ is accepted, you have to submit your SSR within 45 days. So to complete all these tasks within 45 days, we need to keep all our documents ready with us. We have to scan all the documents, make different files. We have to check the size of the document, because we cannot upload this document with size more than 5 MB, or you have to give the links. You have to keep your website update. So everything you have to do within just 45 days. So to complete all your tasks within this time period, you need to keep all the documents ready with you so that you can easily complete or fill up your criterion form. So for first metrics, that is students support, this key indicator, we need to keep this kind of document ready with us. Number 1, sanction letter of scholarship and friendships from government, year-wise list of students in each scheme. We are having, if you are having several schemes, for scheme-wise, you need to keep the list of students ready with you, with award of scholarship and friendship, year-wise lists of students who are benefited under this scholarship, copies of award of fellowship, scholarship, along with the sponsoring agency. So if it is not a government agency, then if any NGOs are supporting your institute, then what are the criteria of their NGOs, their sponsoring letter, their funding, everything should be ready. Copy of circular, brochure, report of the event for every capacity building event and skill enhancement event. If you are doing any event, NAAC or DVV will not consider. If you write, we are organizing these events, you need to keep all these things ready. Number one, circular for the event. Number two, you have prepared, if you have prepared the brochure of the event, then the number of students who register for the event, then the photograph of the events, and finally the report of the event. So everything you have to keep ready for every activity you have conducted at your institute. Even in some cases where you have arranged your program in some halls or in seminar halls, then you need to keep the photograph ready with date, caption given, and it must be a geotech photographs ready with you to fill up all the things. And finally, the list of programs conducted and number of students enrolled in each of your activity. If these documents are ready, then you can easily fill up the first part of Criterion 5, that is a student support. For second one, student progression, you need to keep the list of students who are placed in various industries, so name of industry, their contact detail of the industry, on which post your student is placed, everything you need to keep ready. Second thing, which kind of placement drives you have arranged at your college. So placement at your college, or it's a pool campus interviews or interviews at place of company, whatever it is, you need to keep all the documents ready regarding the placement drive. The next one is you need to upload the supporting data for students who have joined higher education. Means your UG students, if they are going for PG studies, or your PG students who are going for research or MPhil or PhD, like that, you are having your PG college, then some of your students will join your own college. So you can easily give the enrollment number or registration number with them. If your students are going to another university or another college, then you need to keep the ready all their transfer certificates or their name of the institute which they have joined, in which course they have joined, all this data you need to keep ready. And which kind of examination your students have cleared, all the certificates, passing certificates, your examination, the students that have cleared, which is rather a university level or state level or national level or an international level. So all the qualifying examination, we need to keep all these documents ready for student progression. So this is very simple part. Only three things: the data of placement, data of higher studies, and data of various examination the students have correct. The third part is students' participation in various activity. I have just described all 7 bands in different colleges, various kind of activities they are conducting. You need to keep 4 documents for every event. What I said, number 1 is circular, number 2 is brochure, number 3 is photographs, and number 4 is report of the event. If you keep this 4 documents for each and every event, you will not have any kind of problem with DVV agency, and you will get a good marks in this key aspects. So you need to keep all e-copies of award of letter, certificates, medals, outstanding performance in sports, cultural activity, which is whether a university level or state level or national level or an international level, and report of the event along with photographs of all the sports and cultural activity and various competitions. Regarding alumni engagement, we need to first check whether your alumni association is registered or not. If it is not registered even, then it will also work. You need to keep all the data of their membership, whatever expenditure you are doing around the year. So you need to keep all the annual audited statement of alumni association, then that is okay. So annually audited statements of all the accounts highlighting alumni contribution year wise, that should be audited by chartered accountant. List of alumni with amount contributed year wise. So if your period is 14 to 19 or 15 to 20, then year wise you need to keep the record of what kind of amount is donated by your students, that students was studying in your college in which year he passed out. So every detail you have to given in the format. And finally, the minutes of the alumni association. If your college is too big, you are having so many subjects, so many faculties, then you can divide your alumni association in various chapters also. Like in my college is Pramukh Swami Science College. So we can call it a Pramukh Swami Alumni Association, that is PA. PA is a parent body. Then we are having various subject chapters like Biotechnology Alumni Association, we call it BA. Chemistry Alumni Association, we call it KA. Mathematics Alumni Association, we call it MA. So various MA, KA, BA, PA are there for the activities of various alumni activities. So these are 4 things. So if we are having this kind of document ready with us, then Criterion 5 is again our in hand. For scholarship, the first part is QNM, that is a quantitative matrix. We are having this many kind of scholarship for the students. Government scholarship, that is a post matrix scholarship. For SC, even SC, OBC, for ABC, we are having NT, DNT, and various kind of government scholarship. Scholarship for single girl child, then any other research scholarship. All these kind of scholarships are from government sector. So this question is from average percentage of students benefited by scholarship and friendship provided by government. So this kind of scholarships are provided by government. We need to keep all the data, like a college has submitted the data to their offices. Then we have a charity commissioner or any what we call SC, ST cell. You are having the approval or the amount sanction. All this data and certificates you need to keep ready and scan, upload for this metric. The next question is average percentage of students benefited by scholarship and friendship provided by institution or non-government agency. So the first question was for government agency. The second part is for non-government agency. In this case, if your institute itself is giving some merit scholarship or means scholarship to the poor students, fee waiver scheme, or you are giving some cash prizes to some achievers, students who are ranking good marks in academic level or in sports or in culture. So in whatever way you are giving prizes, you can keep this record in this criterion, your matrix 5.1.2. For scholarship for various results and achievements, and scholarship by private societies, so NGOs or say Rotary Club or Lions Club or any trust is given, or any your alumni is given donation for the students. So all this kind of help will be considered, this kind of support will be considered under this criterion 5.1.2. The next one is students capacity and skill enhancement initiative. Under this capacity building cell, we have 4 parts, that is a soft skill, language and communication skill, life skills, in that yoga or physical fitness or health club or hygienist, and ICT and communication skill. So this part will be considered as a student's capacity and skill enhancements initiative. If there is a capacity building cell or career guidance cell in your college, you need to establish this cell. You are given some responsibility for all these skills. Under soft skill, even you can start finishing school. In Gujarat, we are having a finishing school sponsored by Knowledge Consortium of Gujarat, that is the government of Gujarat. This is a special course. Finishing school is a special course of 100 hours. Out of this 100 hours, we are giving 50 hours for the English grammar and communication, and rest 15 hours are given for various kind of soft skill, for like resume writing or interview skills, and various kind of negotiation skill, or any various kind of skill, listening skill, reading skill, writing skill. So we are developing all kind of skill under this soft skill on finishing skill program. If your college is having a language laboratory, then that will be very much beneficial for your college. Under this language laboratory, if you can having a various type of course for various skill like listening, speaking, reading, writing, all these skills. And in Gujarat, we are having various kind of exam like SCOPE, that is a Center for Career Opportunity through Proficiency in English. That is a course in collaboration with Cambridge University. So like if your state is having MOU with such kind of courses, then your students can enroll in language skill programs, and they can have a certificate, and that certificate will definitely be beneficial under this capacity and skill enhancement initiative. For life skill, yoga center if your college is having, for physical fitness if you are having indoor stadium or gym, your campus is having health center, you are taking care of your students for their this health and everything, for hygienist, their various your campus is canteen or your pantry room, your laboratories, if everything is very well maintained and hygiene, then you will definitely be beneficial with this criteria. And finally, ICT is very important. Your presentation skill is very important. So computing presenting skill, that will be under ICT skill. So if you are organizing various program for soft skill, for language laboratory program, for various life skill, and for better computing skill, then all this activity will be considered under this matrix. The next one is how you are giving benefit to your students for career guidance and examination like UPSC or your state public service commission under various capacity building cell, like we are having a Gujarat state biotechnology mission capacity building cell. Under this capacity building cell, government is giving us a grant of around 7 to 8 lakhs every year, and we are preparing our UG students, final year students, how to crack various PG exams. So GRE or TOEFL or any entrance exam for PC like JNU test, CEEB like common entrance exam for biotechnology. So this kind of exam students are cracking. So all this will be under this 5.141.4. So how you are benefiting your students for capacity building. The next one is the institute has a transparent mechanism for timely redressal of students' grievances. This is very important. You need to keep something where students can share their grievances. They should not hesitate to share their grievances. If there is certain condition, keep a suggestion box where students can give their suggestion. You need to keep all the records whenever you are opening your suggestion box, which suggestions you are having from students, keep the record, take a book, write all the records, then when you have recorded their complaint and within what time you are addressing their complaint and resolving their complaints. So this part is very important. Even peer team will visit. During peer team visit, peer team members will also check which kind of complaints you are registering, which kind of complaints you are receiving from students, and how you are solving your students' complaints within what time period. This question is very important in the manner when we are writing all these documents, we are giving documents to DVV. Even during the students meeting with peer team members, peer team member will ask your student. So there are so many chances of cross verification for this criteria, like how you are addressing the various grievances of your students. The next thing is student progression that we have discussed earlier. You need to keep average percentage of students which are outgoing students, which are placed in various government or private sector through the placement drive from your college or other college or common placement drive or interview at the companies. Then the second part, those who are not placed, what they are doing, whether they are going for further studies or they are leaving the studies. So if the students are going for further studies, that will be a positive point for the institute, that students are not leaving the studies, whether they are getting good placement or they are going for the further studies. And the final part is average percent of students qualifying in various state, national, international level examinations like JAM, CLET, GATE, GMAT, CAT, GRE, TOEFL, and various civil services or state government examinations. So this is the part for students' progression. And the fourth part is participation of students in various activity that we have very detailed studies of that 7 bands, and students are having participated in various bands that will be the beneficial of the students. And other thing that the various part of band, apart from that, the students participation should be there in college IQAC. Student participation should be there in students grievance redressal cell. Student participation must be in anti-ragging committee, or if you are having hostels, then hostels committee, Saptadhara committee, various departmental clubs, then students representation should be in departmental club, or you are having any organizing event, then you can have a event management committee, a central event management committee at a college. So in all the committees, students participants should be there. Then and then we can say that students can participate in each and every activity of the college. This is a few glimpses of presentation, my presentation during the PA team visit, how we are presenting our documents in front of DVV or in front of PA team visits. Like that, see, I'm representing my students' activity, sports activity. We can say that like my college is affiliated to North Gujarat University, which are having more than 400 colleges affiliating to that university. So we are among the 400 colleges of this university. See, now I am representing my sport activity in this form. My college has got championship in 30 events during last 5 years. Our students, our college team have played 23 events as a runners-up. In 16 events, our college get third rank, and in 6 events, college got 6th rank. In 4th rank, college got 6 events. So I can say that out of 30 championship and 23 runners-up, adding these two numbers, I can say that my college team has placed 53 finals, university level events during last 5 years. See, this is a really a big number, one can say. So if you are having more than 400 colleges in your university, and if your alone college is playing 53 sports events final, this is a good achievement. So you can represent your sports achievement like this. The further way I can say that in archery, see, boys and girls. So I am having 10 events, 5 events for boys, 5 events for girls. So out of 10 events, 4 times championship and 5 times runners-up. Means I can say that total 10 events of last 5 years. In 9 events, my college has played a final game of the university level. In Kho-Kho, we can say we are 5 times champions, means last 5 years record, all 5 times we are champion. So we can say that in Kho-Kho, my college boys team is unbeatable champion during last 5 years. So these are the ways you can represent your sports data in front of DVV or in front of PAT members. And finally, we can say that during last 5 years, 83 boys and 53 girls have participated at inter-university level. So this is a whole picture of sports event. You can explain everything in a one slide with a good manner, and you can have a good impression on peer team also by presenting your data in this form. Like NCC, we can say that our students is participating in international youth exchange program, or students are having DG card appreciation, or your students is participating in RDC or Prime Minister's rally. So we can say 15 students or more than 15 students have participated during last 5 years in various kind of RDC and such kind of event. Then whatever the achievement your NCC or NSS team have achieved, you can show them in a one slide. Say in a cultural activity, we can say that in 14-15, we were champion in 6 events, give the list of events. In 15-16, we have received 6 medals from university. In 16-17, 6 further medals we have received in various events like folk dance, group song, sport photography, instrumental vocal, spot painting, folk song, and various activity. In 17-18, we have 6 medals. In 18-19, 5 medals. So in one slide, you can represent your whole 5 years activity, cultural activity at a university level in this way. By students' achievement, see, you can put one certificate each in a one slide, and they will automatically know your students are performing well in various kind of an international and international examination. Like you can put one certificate of G-Slate examination, like state level eligibility test for lecturership, UGC CSIR NET clearance certificate, then GATE certificate or JNU CEE certificate. If you put this kind of certificate in a one slide, you can say that your students are cracking all this kind of state and national level exam during their studies. And you can also give the few research papers details that your students are also publishing research paper in collaboration or in consultation with research guides or your teachers who are in your college. So this achievement you can give in the form of this. So in 4 slides, you can say in sports, cultural, NCC, NSS, and academic, in all 4 sections, your students are doing very well in all 360-degree manner. The next part is alumni engagement. So alumni should be in governing board. They should be, your alumni association must be function. The regular meeting must be arranged. You need to keep the minutes ready with you. And alumni associations significant contribution in the form of financial support or donation of instrument or equipment, or their donation in organizing some pre-placement camp or in placement camp or in sponsorship for seminars, conferences, and all these things. So this is the part of alumni engagement for your institute. So finally, you need to have a 360-degree development of your students in NCC, NSS, finishing school, Sarva Netrutva, yoga, sports, Saptadhara, women development cell, and various kind of capacity building and innovative program under students activity. So if you are doing all these kind of activities and keeping all the records ready, definitely I will say you will have a full marks in criterion number 5. For criterion 6, see, you are seeing the picture of the game. Normally, this is played in Kerala maximum, rowing games. See, there are 4 different people who are rowing the boat, doing this rowing. You need to have a team for good governance, good leadership, and good management. One person cannot row the whole boat for this. So for a good team, for good governance, good leadership, you need a very good team. So if you are having good team, then you will not have any problem for this criteria. But again, I will say this criteria is very much different from criterion number 5. In criterion number 5, activities and documents are very important. So while in criterion number 6, you are having 9 qualitative metrics. So your writing skill must be well and your presenting skill must be well, because these 9 out of 16, 9 are qualitative metrics that will be assessed by peer team members. So this is the criteria. Which kind of document you need to keep ready with you? So the first part in criterion number 6, we are having 5 key indicators. The first is institutional vision and leadership, vision, mission, leadership. The second is strategy, development and deployment. Third is faculty empowerment strategies. The fourth one is financial management and resource mobilization. And the last one is IQAS, that is internal quality assurance system. So these are the 5 parts, 5 key indicators of criterion number 6. The first one is very simple. I think every institute will have their vision and mission document. You need to write your vision and mission document in your SSR. If any institute have still not write their vision or mission document, I request them to please have a brainstorming session, invite any expert, and first of all, write your vision and mission statement. This is very much important in the way that whatever the activities you are doing around the year, around the year, everything should be reflected in your activity, whatever your vision and mission is. So you have to arrange all the activities according to your vision and mission, and every activity should reflect your vision and mission in these activities. You are saying women empowerment is a part of your vision, then you need to have a women development cell, women entrepreneurship cell, for various scheme for women development. So whatever you are having in vision and mission, you need to arrange various kind of activity from criterion 1 to 7, all these things under your vision and mission statement. So again, I will say vision and mission statement is very, very important. You can update your mission every 5 years after your every next PA team visit, depending on the suggestions and recommendation given by PA team member, by society, by management, and you can develop your vision and mission statement after every 5 years or 10 years, whatever you may like. So first part, write your vision mission, do activity on the base of vision mission, and keep updating your vision and mission after a certain period of time. The marks for this criterion for university, for autonomous college, for UG college, and for PG college are same. That is 100 marks weightage for this criterion number 6. Now, which document we need to keep ready with us before filling up criterion number 6 format? First, I say vision mission you need to keep ready. For second key indicator, strategy development and deployment, you must have your expenditure statement, and in expenditure statement, whatever scheme you have implemented in the statement, you have to highlight where you have expense, showing the expense of various activities that you are conducting on the base of your vision and mission. So first, institutional expenditure statement with various kind of head must be ready that reflect this one. ERP screenshot of various kind of user interface of each modules. So if you are having a strategy of employing enterprise resource, this ERP system, then under this ERP, what kind of module you are following for admission, for enrollment, for student progression, for examination, for HR management. So all kind of modules, if for library, which kind of modules you are having for ERP, you need to keep all the modules ready, their MOUs, their billing, everything you need to keep ready. Then annual e-governance report. If you are having an ERP system, you can easily print the annual report through your ERP. So you need to keep this e-governance report ready, and that must be approved by your governing council also. And policy documents on our e-governance. If you are having ready with these documents, then this indicator is comparatively very easy to fill up. The next part is faculty empowerment strategy. This is very important because faculties are the backbone of the institutes. You need to have many faculty empowerment strategies, like policy document on providing financial support to the teachers. What kind of supports you are providing? You are providing only registration fee, or you are providing registration fee with travel grant, or you are providing everything, registration fee, travel grant, to and fro, and DL, whatever you are giving. So you need to have some policy. So for teachers, how many times in a year you are giving them this kind of grant? Every time you are giving DL plus registration fee plus transportation allowance, everything, or you are giving 2 times everything, or if a faculty wants to present more papers, then after 2 events, you will give only DL. So whatever policy you are following, you need to have all these records. E-copy of letters indicating financial assistance to teacher. So their vouchers, or if you are giving checks, or is the entry in your ERPs, in your audit statement, wherever it is, you need to keep all these things, their application, their approval, sanction letter for providing the financial support to teachers. If teachers have getting supports from UGC or state government, then keep that letter, sanction letter ready. So you can show that we get a financial help from government also. Then this is very important, audited statement of account, and you need to highlight these things, highlighting the financial support to teachers attending conference, workshops, toward membership for professional bodies and everything. So you need to keep these different heads also in your audit statement, and you have to highlight this audit statement with how much amount you have spent for your faculty empowerment. The next thing is list of professional development program or administrative training program at your institute. The first part is arrangement or organization of every event at your institute. Again, for this program, you need to keep 4 things ready. Number 1, circular. Number 2, brochure. Number 3, list of attendees. Number 4, photographs. And number 5, report of the event. So for every event you're organizing, any professional development program or any administrative development program or laboratory development program, technical development program, you need to keep these 5 documents ready with you for every event. List of participants in each event, photographs and everything. Then the details of refresher course, faculty orientation program as per UGC or AICT, which is they have given the 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 1 week period as per their rule. E-copies of certificate attended by the teachers in various programs. An annual report highlighting the programs organized by his institute. So this is again very important. You prepare your annual report every year. You are writing your annual report and submitting to NAAC as a form of AQAR. Now see what happens. Whenever NAAC changes its format, you will try to add few activities which have you already not organized in your institute and want to show in the NAAC format. What will happen? You have already submitted your AQAR. You are having your annual report. That activity, if there is not highlighting in your AQAR or in your annual report, you cannot show that activity in that format. So keep everything ready, organize every event annually and keep the record of every event perfectly, which can reflect in your SSR and your annual report as well as in your AQAR. So these 3 things must be correlated, co-linked, so that there cannot be any kind of query from DVV side or PA team member. For financial management and resource mobilizer, you need to have annual audited statement highlighting various grants, copy of letter indicating various grants from UGC or state government or DST, INSA, or any Sahitya Academy. Wherever you are getting grants, you need to keep the letter of that grant ready with you. And contribution in the form of equipment and software are not counted in these sections. Mind well, this is only financial management. So contribution of equipments or software or any grants will be considered under the donation from philanthropist. That is a different session. So this section. So in this part, only financial things will be considered. Grants from UGC, grants from government, and grants from various government bodies or NGOs. So this need to keep ready with financial management. And finally, IQAS, that is Internal Quality Assurance System. In my college, we are having IQAC meeting every quarter. So we arrange 4 IQAC meeting every year. So in my college, we are having 3 faculties: science, arts, and vocational. Each faculty is having 4 departments. So what we are doing in each IQAC meeting, we are having 3 presentations from each department and each faculty. So 1 presentation from arts, 1 presentation from science, and 1 presentation from vocational department. They present all the activities around the year, and they present their departmental presentation like they are presenting their all things in front of PA team members. So when in our IQAC meeting, we are having more than 20 members in our IQAC, management members, members from society, members from alumni, members from industry, current students, and all faculty, few faculty, senior faculties, head of the department. So all these department heads or teachers are presenting their departmental report in front of these 20 experts. So this is a common practice of my college. You can also start such kind of practice in your college. So, and you need to keep the minutes of the meeting ready. As soon as you are finishing your meeting, write your minutes and upload your minutes on your website. So this is the base thing. Arrange the meeting, and next day or in the next few days, you can upload the minutes of the meeting on your website. So keep IQAC or IQAS folder ready with your website and update everything as time grows. So proceeding of meetings of IQAC, feedback analysis, their action taken report, activities conducted under collaborative quality initiative with other institutes, their supporting documents pertaining to NIRF. In Gujarat, we are having GSIRF, like Gujarat State Institutional Ranking Framework. Then any ISO certificate, NBA certificate, or any recognized state, national, or international agency who are doing assessment for academic and administrative audit of your college. So these all are the parts of internal quality assurance cell documents. Now, if we are having this kind of document, Criterion 6 is again in our hand. We can easily fill up all the documents very easily. So we have just discussed about the institutional vision and mission. It should be ready with us, and it must be reflected in every activity we are doing at our college. Vision and mission. The second part is strategic development and deployment. Which kind of governing board you are having, how you are developing your strategies and deploying that. Are you having management of various kind of ours is a very 100-year-old management, and we are having more than 100 institutes under umbrella of our trust. So we are having decentralized management, like the main trust Sarva Vidyalaya Kedavi Mandali is our main management. Then every institute is having his own governing board. Then if you are having various UGC scheme, then you can have an advisory board. Then suppose you are having DDU, Kaushal Kendra, or various BWOC or MWOC program, then you can have a board of management. If your college is autonomous, then you are having syndicate, academic body, academic council, board of studies, and everything you are having under this criteria. So the kind of boards and decentralized management you are having, you have to put all the data in this part. Faculty empowerment strategy, we have just described which kind of schemes you are having, welfare schemes for teaching and non-teaching staff, which kind of performance appraisal system you have developed for your staff members, financial support for attending conferences, workshop towards membership fees, and professional development program that you are organizing at your institute or allowing your faculty to attend at another institutes, or teachers undergoing online or face-to-face faculty development program, like Rasmi ma'am has organized this program. Then financial management. In financial management, we can have 3 different strategies. First, fund from government, it means central government like UGC. So kind of a general development grant or grant for college with potential for excellence, or fund for various skill development program like BWOC, community college, or fund for DDU Kaushal Kendra, or various kind of funds, autonomous college grant. Which kind of grant you are having will be from the central government. So this is the fund from central government. Fund from state government. I think all the grant-in-it colleges will have salary grant from the government, research grant from state level funding like Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission we are having in Gujarat, or GUJCOS like having Gujarat Council on Science and Technology, Department of Science and Technology, DST, or grant for SSIP, that is a Student Startup and Innovation Program. Which kind of grant are released by state government? Grant for soil testing project. Even in our college, we are having a soil testing laboratory. And during last 5 years, we have distributed more than 50,000 soil health card to various farmers. And we have earned a consultancy of more than 1 crore rupees under this project, soil testing project by Government of Gujarat. This project is given by Commissionerate of Higher Education, Government of Gujarat. So this kind of grant we are receiving from Government of Gujarat. These are the fund we have having from various resources. Like if you are having a self-finance college, then you must have a tuition fee. Then you can have a donation from industry. You can earn money from various consultancy you are having, your teachers are having. Contribution from management, like say we are having a indoor stadium grant from UGC. That grant was 70 lakhs rupees to construct an indoor stadium. But our management have decided to construct a kind of different indoor stadium which can use for multi-purpose events. We can have an indoor stadium as well as it must be a 1500 capacity of cultural hall. So we have constructed this indoor stadium, 70 lakhs grant from UGC and 4 crore contribution from management. So in such events, if management is contributing to develop a few things like canteen or indoor stadium or hostels, then you can have a contribution from management also, contribution for alumni, fund from philanthropers and individuals, or fund from industry as a part of their CSR. So these 3 kind of fund your institute can have keep all the records for all these fund from central government, fund from state government, and fund from the other resources like management, fees, or philanthropists. You have to give the utilization of financial things and financial management resources, and its mobilization is very much important. All the documents must be certified by chartered accountant. You need to keep this kind of record. Like if you are having a general development grant, then you are submitting your utilization certificate to the Western Region Office of UGC Pune. If you are having a CPE grant, you are submitting your all the documents to UGC office New Delhi. If you are having BVOC grant, you are submitting document to UGC New Delhi. If you are having community college grant or Kaushal Kendra grant, you are submitting your document audited statement to UGC New Delhi. Say we are having some state government grant like student startup and innovation policy, then we are submitting this document to Commissionerate Higher Education, Government of Gujarat. We are having soil health card project grant, then all the utilization certificate we are submitting to Commissionerate Higher Education, Government of Gujarat. Say we are having finishing school grant, then we are submitting this document to Knowledge Consortium of Gujarat. This is the part of Government of Gujarat Department of Higher Education on autonomous body. Then UDISA or Saptadhara grant, again Knowledge Consortium of Gujarat. Grant for capacity building cell, we are giving utilization certificate to Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat. So from which sources you are having the grant, you need to submit the utilization certificate with progress report to the sanction authorities. If you are having the grant from industry, then send a report to industry also, your grant we have utilized for this purpose, and this is the document for various utilization things. So this way we can receive the grant and mobilize our resources for all this financial management. And under quality, internal quality assurance system, we need quarterly IQAC meeting, quarterly institute development report. Don't go for annual report directly. Prepare your quarterly institute development report. Combine that 4 reports, you will automatically have your annual report. Departmental presentation in internal quality assurance cell IQAC. Creation of learning center environment in your college. Every activity must be focused to your students and teachers. Organization of co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Development of quality culture in institute for various activities like sports, NCC, NSS, research, and everything. And be the nodal agency for various kind of best practices in your college. If you follow this kind of things, you will easily fill up the form for criterion number 6. And for quality assurance initiative, the first thing is you must have to submit your annual quality assurance report to NAAC every year regularly. I have seen many colleges who are sending their AQARs just before a year, then they are ready for their next cycle. So don't submit your 2 or 3 or 4 years AQAR at a time to NAAC. Submit your AQAR regularly in every June or July or August, whatever time you have decided, and submit regularly every year. Participation in NIRF, or if you are having a state ranking, then for like in Gujarat, like GSIRF, for academic and administrative audit, whether you are doing or not for your institutes. Participation in national level academic ranking, like we are participating in India Today ranking, Outlook ranking, Career 360 ranking. This is a certificate of Gujarat State Institute ranking. So all these kind of these are the reports of academic and administrative audit of the institute by external agency other than NAAC. So you must have some academic or administrative audit except NAAC and report from that agency also. So this was the criterion 6. So I think with this kind of documents, you can easily have your criterion number 5 and criterion number 6 documents. I would like to share few difficulties which we have faced during our NAAC accreditation cycle. See what kind of questions or queries DVV agency may give to us, and which kind of document we have to submit to the DVV agency. Like this is our query in matrix 5.1.2, where the total number of students benefited by scholarship and friendship. We have submitted all the documents still with signature of principals, with sign, stamp, all these things. Still, the query was DVV wants all the documents, not only signature by principal, but certificated by certificate by chartered accountant. So they need a certificate from chartered accountant. And in second part, they need whatever scholarship you are giving to the students, the list of students and the sanction letter from various agencies. So to clarify this query, we have submitted the certificate with signature of CA on all the scholarship and friendship documents. And second thing, our institute policy document and all the sanction letter from whichever agency we have got. After the submission, that query was solved. So this keep such kind of record ready. Don't sign all the documents by only from principals. Wherever the account is there, take the sign of chartered accountant and then submit to your DVV agency. Keep the policy document and sanction letters with that to show the authenticity of your activity. The second part is percentage of student progression to higher studies. See, in this matrix, we have submitted the document which student have got admission in our own college, their registration numbers, and the list of students who have got admission in other colleges. But they have asked for the in which institute they have got admission, the contact detail of that institute, the contact detail of the students. This kind of meticulous details DVV agency need. So we have submitted the list of 42 students who have got admission in our college, 155 students who have got admission in other university or other college. We have submitted the details of that university, the list of students, the contact detail of the students, the transfer certificate issued by the college of that students. Everything we have submitted to DVV, and then they have accepted our claim that your 197 students have got have gone for the progression. So whatever students you are passed in the final year, out of this final year, how many students have got placement and how many students opted higher studies. So you need to give such kind of document to claim that your claim is right, and you need a full marks in that matrix. See, this is third one, average percentage of students qualifying in state or national level exam. We have mentioned these two types of exam, that is TET and TAT. Actually, TET and TAT are the examination conducted by state government, that is teacher eligibility test or teacher aptitude test. DVV agency has considered this exam as a not state level exam. So they have asked for whether state government has given advertisement in any state level newspaper, show us the advertisement, and give the certificate, passing certificate of students with state government's authority's signature. So we have submitted the copy of advertisement by Secretary, State Examination Board, TET, TAT, and the certificate of NSDC, that is a National Skill Development Corporation. So after submitting this kind of document, advertisement and all this, they have considered that our claim is right and they have given the marks. So when you are claiming for such kind of documents or such kind of metrics, you need to have all such documents, state level advertisement or documents or signature of state authorities on the certificates. In this query, where we have received a grant from non-government bodies, see, your annual expenditure statement must be with separate heads of separate events and separate donations. If you will claim that that our college have received 5 lakh rupees from Falani industry, they will not consider whether that 5 lakhs rupees are you are showing in your audited statement. Then highlight the statement that on this month or this date you have received this kind of donation from this industry, and that must be in your audited statement. So only claiming that we are having donations from various, that will not consider by DVV agency. You need every record in your and documents submitted. Suppose you are having an ERP system, then they will ask for screenshot, which kind of modules you are following for students admission, for enrollment, for examination, for HR, for presentation, for lecture, for attendance, for library, whatever modules you are having, you need to submit the screenshot of every module. Not only that, they have asked for the installation of model and installation certificate also, that on that date they have installed this module in your computer on this kind of certificate. So whenever you are saying you are using ERP, you need to keep all such kind of, you will write we are having ERP, we have purchased on that date, and we are using ERP is not enough for the claim. You need to have all the screenshots and all the module installation and all the certificates and activity for all this, your interface, screen interface and screenshot. So whenever you are having such kind of query, the important thing is whenever DVV is asking for query, and if you are failed to answer, if you are failed to clarify or justify your claim, and if this claim is more than 15%, your institute will be disqualified for assessment and accreditation. So don't claim the things that you have not arranged or you do not have. Claim only those things which documents you are having perfect, and you can justify or clarify the queries from DVV agency. So all these were like queries that can be we have from DVV agency, and how we can solve and clarify all this agency. Again, excellence is a journey. It is not a once we have achieved, it is achieved for the whole time. It is not a possible like thing. So we need to have a journey of excellence, and we can achieve this thing. How we can predict our future? I can say the best way to predict the future is to create it. We have to create our future. We have to build our future with our team, with our institute, with our management, and with our students and alumni. So with this team, we can do the best thing for our accreditation process, for the development of students and everything. Thank you from my side. And now the session I am keeping open for question answers. Thank you, Rasmi Madam, and thank you all the participants.
Thank you, sir. There was a one question from Tej C. State government scholarship are direct bank transfer to student. There is no any document college have regards for scholarship. How can be documented in this regard?
True, very true. Because nowadays government is giving scholarship direct in the account of students. So there are two ways. One, you can keep record all the records that you are submitting the document to government. And second thing, you can keep check on the students. When students are in first year or in second year and third year, you give their mark sheets or documents whenever they submit their copy of their passbook that the scholarship is deposited in their account. Keep that record. So whenever you are issuing mark sheets or any documents to students, before issuing that, please collect the document from their passbook and bank record.
Sir, there is another question from Dr. Neerav Verma. What percentage of total students we should take for student satisfaction survey?
Okay. Currently, UGC allows 70% students if they are in they are participating in SSS, then it will be okay. Out of, please try to submit 100% students from your side. What NAAC will do, NAAC will send in the first round, NAAC will send the message or email to first 30% student. Suppose you are having 1,000 students in your college, you need to submit the data of 800 first of all. Minimum, try to keep minimum 80% students. Now, out of these 800 students, in the first round, UGC or DVV agency will send the message and email to 30% students. So 30% of the data you have submitted. Suppose you have submitted 800 data, then they will send to 240 students. Out of these 240 students, you are having a strength of 1,000 students. So minimum 100 response means the 10% of your total strength response should have recall by the DVV agency. If you are crossing the mark of 100 students, you are through. Your SSS scheme is through and you will get full marks according the feedback of your students.
I have mentioned the question that, sir, please explain what are the best practices?
Okay. Okay, so actually that will be part of Criterion 7, but no problem. I will explain that. There are many kind of best practices your college can have. What we are saying, we are having a soil health card practice. So every year we are giving, your best practice must be your daily practice. It should be not once. Suppose you are arranging any event or science fair or any tech fair. If you are arranging it every year for your student, then that is your best practice. The practice that you follows every year, every time, that will consider as a best practice. So such kind of any base thing, suppose you are having a prayer in the every morning, that is your practice. Say you are giving, you are having a career counseling cell that invites the various kind of industry people, and this practice is observing your at a fixed period of time, then that will consider as a base practice. That practice which is different, that make your institute a different thing. Say in my campus, we are having a campus of 50,000 students and we are having 100 institutes. In all the institute, the bulbs and lights are prepared by our own students, our BVOC students. So we can say this is our base practice which make our institute different from others, that everybody who are using the tube lights and bulbs or LED lights are prepared in my institutes. This is the base practice of my college. We are giving soil health card to the farmers every year. This is the base practice of my students. So the practice which is you're doing in your college every year as a long period of time, that will consider as a practice that make your institute different from others.
Another question is here that which ideas are come in the innovative cell, it will be counted in the best practice?
Yes, definitely yes. If it is innovative ideas you are doing, then that will be considered as a best practice. Definitely yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
The session was really great for us, as this is one of the important point for any institution to get the student satisfaction survey. It shows the real practices which the teachers are doing for their institution and for the
Yes, yes.
fruitful future of the student.
Right, Nirav. Thank you.
Sir, I have an important question because I am in teaching from last 17 years, management field in this NCR region. What I have seen that after the completion of 12th, students are getting admissions in BBA program in management colleges.
Right.
What happens, because BBA is a part of MBA generally, because it is also a management and professional course, and we are having a basic qualification like 50% in 12th with any stream. What happens when they are coming in this BBA course? They are having in first semester business mathematics paper, and generally in second semester quantitative techniques paper.
Correct.
These are, and one or two accounting papers are also they are facing as one of the toughest paper to cross, to pass out. What happens, because they do not have any maths, number of students do not have any mathematics or account background, they become failed. Okay, sir. Now, because of the, sir, I have two part in this question. Because of this, they become dissatisfied. Okay, sir. One of the point. And can it be possible? I don't know what are the ways and how it can be possible, because it is the part of the national importance also for me, because as a teacher I need to satisfy my student first. Can it be possible that because these papers are tough and students are not that much mature, so can it be possible there are some agencies where we can write some suggestion so it can be implemented, that the student can face these paper, or can the syllabus, the paper can become in the syllabus in third and fourth semester, because they become mature at that time. Because in surveys what we have seen in our colleges, because I have gone through in from last 17 years, I have gone through 7 or 8 colleges in my whole career. So what happens, they
Nirav,
become
I got your
satisfied.
point. Nirav, I got your
Yes,
point.
yes, yes, yes.
First, your college is self-financed college or?
No, we are affiliating colleges. I am also from Technia only. I am working under the Rashmi ma'am.
Okay, so this is your university is a private university?
No, sir, it is an GGSIPU, state government university.
State government university. So you will definitely have a board of studies.
Yes, they are having.
So
They are
the
having.
only power is who can change the thing of the syllabus from semester 1 to semester 3, or which paper should be in which semester. That is in the hands of board of studies and then academic council. So if you are a senior professor now, then if you are a member of board of study, you can give suggestion to, then you can have the meeting and you can give suggestion. If you are not a member of board of studies, then try to find out who are in the board of study. You write the letter to the member of board of studies or chairman to the board of studies, even send the copy to vice chancellor or registrar that we are facing such kind of problem, and this is my suggestion that if this paper should be transferred from semester 1 to semester 3 and that paper should be in semester 1, then you can give your suggestion. If your board of study will find it suitable and if it is acceptable, then your board of study will accept your suggestion and that will true.
Thank you very much, sir. Your session was very excellent and informative. You have taught a lot of things, and especially you have focused on the governance, leadership and management, faculty enhancement, which is very motivated to the faculty member. And I hope that we all, Technia management and Technia faculty member, will learn a lot of things by your this informative session. And we would like to listen you again and again. And we are very impressive by your this session. It's my big thanks on the behalf of the Technia Institute of Advanced Study and from the behalf of director sir, our big thanks to you very much that you have accepted our invitation and you have given your precious time to us. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Rashmi madam, for giving me this great opportunity to interact with all you people. Thank you very much.